Hey there techies. What if we had an AI tool that supports AI agents, MCP servers, all the latest AI models like Claude 3.7 Sonnet, GPT 4.1, Gemini 2.5 Pro, and also supports custom AI agents. It even lets us add web URLs and documents up to 50 megabytes as context. And the most interesting part? All of this is completely free. Meet Trae AI Code Editor, which offers all of these features for free. Trae AI is developed by ByteDance, the parent company of TikTok. Recently, ByteDance released Trae 2.0, the latest version and arguably the best code editor so far. You can download Trae 2.0 using this Download Trae option. If you have already installed the previous version, you can easily upgrade to Trae 2.0 from within the app itself. Let's start exploring this awesome tool. But before starting, I want to warn you guys about this. As Trae offers all these features for free, it uses your input and the generated code to train its model. So be careful while using it. If you have already used Trae, you can notice some changes in the UI of Trae 2.0, like, there are no separate chat and builder mode options. Instead you have to mention in the prompt box like this, to switch over the modes. When we use @ in the prompt, we are provided with two options, builder and builder with MCP. At the bottom, we are also given an option to create our custom agent. Now let's see how to add an MCP server. To add a server, click on the Builder with MCP option. When you hover the option, you can see a pop-up displaying the MCP tools and the built-in tools. The built-in tools include File System, Terminal, Web Search and Preview. Now let's click on the Builder with MCP option, and then click on the Go to Add option. Now we can see only an empty window because there are no MCP server added previously. So let's click on the Add MCP server. Here you can see all the MCP servers available. And the servers that are marked with Easy Configuration label can be added without the need to fill the configuration JSON. And at the top, we are provided with an option to configure MCP servers that are not listed down. Let's close this window and explore the other features. At the bottom of the prompt box, you can see various options like agents, context, and images. Let's click on the agent. Using this agent option, we can create custom agents according to our needs. For example, let's say I need an agent that commit the changes to GitHub. So let's click on the Create Agent option. This is where we can configure our agent. Let's fill in the details. The name is going to be Git Commit. And using this profile option, we can upload a custom profile. And in the prompt field, we have to mention the role of our agent. So I'm going to say, commit all the changes I make to the files to GitHub automatically. And below that we have tools from where we can select the MCP servers that we need for the proper functioning of the agent. We can add the MCP server using this Add MCP Servers option, and the adding process is same as we saw earlier. Below that, we have the inbuilt tools. If you don't want your agent to have access to these tools, then just restrict the access by unchecking it. Nearby the agent option we have context. This option let us upload a file, folder, code file, or a document that will be used by the AI code assistant to understand our needs better. We can also add URL as context. Now let's add a PDF as the context. But before adding, make sure you have the PDF inside your project folder. This is the easiest way to add context. Remember that the maximum size for file upload is 50 MB. Through this image option we can upload an image if needed. Then at the right side we have AI model. If you click on it, you can see various AI models including Gemini 2.5 Pro and GPT 4.1. The best part is we can use any of these models to develop our project without the need to pay. At the bottom we have the option to use custom models. If you click on that, you can see this window where you have to configure your custom AI model. From the provider drop-down, you have to select the provider you want. If a provider is selected, all the available model from the provider will be listed here and you can choose the model that suits your project and fill the API key. If you don't have the API key, you can get one using this Get API Key option. But mostly you may not need a custom model as Trae itself has the best AI models. And the one more unique features of the Trae AI is rules. To access the rules, click on the settings icon from the top and there you can see the rules option. Basically rules are like instructions that will be followed by the Trae AI. These rules can be anything like, use only JavaScript to develop the project, or explain each line of code in the comments. There are two types of rules, user rules and project rules. The user rules will be followed across all the projects. For example, if I say, use only JavaScript to develop the projects, then all of my projects will be developed only using JavaScript. The project rules are different, that it is applied only to the current project. These are some examples for project rules. I am gonna define the project rules as, explain each line of code through comments. Till now we have seen the features of Trae AI. Now let's see Trae AI in action. Using the Gemini 2.5 Pro model, I am gonna build a home inventory website. So let's switch the model to Gemini 2.5 Pro. Then select Builder mode and let's paste the prompt in the prompt box. For this project I am not gonna add any context. Let's hit enter. Once our prompt is sent, Trae will take care of building the application. After waiting for a few minutes we have the code ready. We can accept this code by pressing Ctrl+Y and reject it by pressing Ctrl+N. As of now I'm gonna accept this code. But we have an error in the project. The error says, unknown system error. Though we can easily fix this by simply chatting with the AI. I don't want to do it, because we have done a mistake previously. That is, if you look at our project you can notice that it is developed only using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. But I want the project to be dynamic. So using TypeScript, Next.js or React may suits well. Why didn't Gemini use the advanced tech stacks? This is due to the rules we defined earlier. Remember what I said in the user rules? Use only JavaScript to develop the projects. If we just remove this rule, our project will be developed using the advanced tech stacks. Before prompting again, let's delete the previous code file. Now we are all set, let's input the same prompt again. Now our application is being built. And Trae is asking permission to run a command, so I am gonna click on the run. Once clicked, Trae will automatically run the command in the terminal. As I mentioned in the project rules, Trae has explained each and every line of code in the comments. Now our website is ready. To open the website, click on the Web View option from the left side menu. If you want to see the result in browser, you can just copy the link and paste it on any browser. Boom, our website is ready. The UI looks simple. And let's try to add an item. Wow, all the fields mentioned in the prompt are present here. Let's say I want to add oil to this list. Let's fill them one by one. Name, oil, category, groceries, location, kitchen, value, say $5, and to add image drag and drop option could have been better. As adding the URL every time is a hectic job. Fine, I'm gonna neglect the image as of now and let's hit the save option. Boom, the item is saved. Let's try to edit the item. I'm gonna change the value of the oil to $10. And let's hit enter. Great, it works. And one more thing is, it is automatically saving the date in which the item is added. Now it is the time to enhance our website's UI. So let's go back to Trae and in the prompt box, let's say, include drag and drop option to add the image. And also enhance the UI with gradient colors, include animations to make the website look attractive. Now the updated UI looks great. The gradient color combination looks attractive and the hover effect is smooth. Let's toggle the dark mode. Let's check the image option. I added sofa to this list and I'm gonna drag and drop an image that I downloaded previously. Cool. The drag and drop option worked perfectly. Great. The result is awesome. When I developed the same project using both Firebase Studio and Lovable 2.0, the result was not this good. Actually, I'm stunned to see that both Lovable 2.0 and Firebase Studio lost to Trae. I hope this is the best tool for vibe coding. This makes coding easy for anyone. Man, what a time to be alive. I have shared the link of both the Firebase Studio and Lovable 2.0 videos in the description for your reference. If you find my works helpful, consider liking, commenting, and subscribing. See you in the next video.